Good morning, kids. Today we're checking out a brand new video from the Ink Tank about redesigning Ben 10 villains, starting off first with the one, the only, Greg. Let's hop in and see how this ultimate villain, well, truly becomes an ultimate villain. Ooh, starting out red. That's kind of cool. Not the classic green we're used to.
Good evening, Internet World and Universe! This is OR Ash, and welcome back to the Drawing Matrix. If you haven't noticed yet, every fourth episode of this series, I like to take a break from my normal Ultimates work and try a new prompt. We've done some gender bending and
No, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize that before. Huh. Props everywhere.
some 5 wild character designs. I thought it'd be fun if I just straight up redesigned a character. Not for 5 Whale, just for fun. Since we covered the Andromeda 5 in the last video, and I still have my Greg costume, I thought today we should redesign the obtrusive Osmosian known only as Aggregor.
AKA Greg.
Let's get cooking.
After I absorb your powers, there won't be anything left.
Starting off with his default base form, I'm gonna be honest, I just think it's really boring. This is the first time in the franchise we finally get to see a full-blooded Osmosian. And I know they're supposed to look at least kinda human, since, you know,
Kevin?
but Greg is just some balding dude with pointy nipples coming out of his head. Like, even if he is just a dude, they could have at least made him a little bit more scary looking. He's a serious arc villain, and he just looks like someone's angry dad, or a really intense King of the Hill character. I don't know, his outfit just gives me the same type of vibes.
No, I was gonna say he looks like some kind of, strange pissed off uncle.
For my version, I wanted to make him look a bit more alien. Not too far out of the look of humans, since mating capability, but just enough that the species can be differentiated. As an easy take, I just lifted some features from Ragnarok. He's an objectively nothing character, so biting his look should be fine. He just looks cool.
That should be okay.
I also wanted to give him some scarring. Greg doesn't wear a shirt, and I would like there to be a reason for that. His design now shows off how dangerous his past is, without ever uttering a single detail about it. Plus, he uses his staff for most of his combat, and I like to think it's because the scars are from past energy absorption that may have damaged him. So he uses the staff as a kind of buffer. Also, I gave him chin and knuckle spikes because why can't he have them somewhere other than his head? Bald? Old Man Kevin was, now I think about it. Huh. Oh, and his jacket now gets a hood. There are a few times where he's dramatically revealed in shots, and it honestly just looks kinda lame because it's just him, or him with a slight shadow overlay. Make him mysterious, make him intimidating, make him scary. This dude is hunting people to
Okay, hold on. With the hood up, is it just me, or does he look like some kind of evil Ben Kenobi? Look at the coat, look at the face. That is just straight up evil Ben Kenobi from Star Wars.
Blurb them up.
He's a Sith!
Other than that,
and then he shoots red.
My redesign of the default base form of Aggregor.
Pretty good. Here we go. That was kind of epic.
Next up, we are covering Greg's Andromeda 5 amalgam form. I'm known in many circles as the Fusion Man, and amalgams are my jam. And in my opinion, this is already a pretty solid design. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the cobbled together color.
Solid, but not the best, because you only get one little bit of NRG.
It's the blocks problem before blocks, but throughout the franchise, most fusion designs go with the Franken-style of fusing, just sticking the parts together. But with this design, they made it feel more correct for the situation. Aggregor had a set plan for the combo of abilities, and little details like the reshaping of Andreas's arms to be slimmer kind of show that. He chose the pieces he wanted and made them cohesive together. This is also why he isn't as monstery as Kevin's amalgams. This form was curated and not just a series of random mutations. Now, praise aside, I do still...
Well, not just that, but it was also the amount. Like, Kevin took 10 alien DNA samples, and Greg only took 5. So, you know, he literally had half the work.
Have some notes.
I'm as invulnerable as Bivalven's armor.
I'm sorry, Bivalven's armor is only on your lower half, and Ben grabbed your face. How does that check out exactly? Also, you talk about
I don't know,
but you don't even have Galapagos' shell. His back is just default suit texture. Like, it just... Moving on, for my design, I
Yeah,
wanted
it's
to
not the
make him an
best.
absolute unit. He talks about the fact he's wanting to absorb not only a tenth, but all their powers, and based on them disappearing via slurping, that does happen. He gets all their powers. But with that,
They
I
got
feel like he would
sloughed
be
up.
getting their matter itself as well. Meaning that even as combined traits, there should be a little bit of all of their aspects throughout the body somewhere. That means Galapagus' shell, Bivalven's hood, Andor's armor itself. Now,
Yeah.
that being said, ooh buddy, this was a tough balancing act. Let's just start from the top. The overall body composition and mass I made much more mechanical looking because of Andreas and Pandor, but texturally much more like Bivalven because his impenetrable armor. I added Galapagus'
Makes
shell
sense.
back on for additional defense, but it can now extend into a hood cover similar to Bivalven's. He has
Ooh.
Andreas' drill arms, but they're outfitted with pressure blasters of water from Bivalven, since erosion could help with digging. But these water pressure
True.
drill arms are also outfitted with Pandor-style boilers on the ends, so he can fire scalding water blasts or steam as well. He has similar boil blasters for his legs, so that despite his immense heavy size, he can propel himself around. This is more of an omniverse detail, but Bivalven's would be eye nipples I added onto him so he can see while he has his hood closed. For his less armored
That's
parts,
fine.
I wanted to bring more of the base Greg design back into it and make them look as though they're his parts, but hulked out and bursting at the seams with Pandor and Rad's energy. This
Now
also
that's
ends
a
up
good
reshaping
idea.
his face to look a bit more like Pandor's, purely because I don't feel like the old design represented him enough. He was essentially just a necklace. He gets
Oh,
Andreas'
yeah.
tail. Oh, and a fun thematic
So
detail. I reshaped the
disrespectful.
hood's clasp to look like a V, being the Roman numeral V, representing the Andromeda 5. And I also
Boom.
reshaped his
Clever.
top chest vent to loosely resemble an uppercase A, representing Aggregor. This loose VA symbol acting as a possible
Well, the A could also be for Andromeda 5, not just, V, the Roman V for 5 being the Andromeda 5, and the A for Aggregor, but you could have it being literally the Andromeda 5. So, hey, double.
icon for him, because
Double
he's
double,
both
I
the
like
Andromeda
that.
5 and Aggregor. Lastly, because he was holding his staff when he slurped up the Andromeda boys, and it's gone after, I'm going with the fact that he absorbed it and I turned it into a blade-like horn coming out of his forehead. One, to go along with my reasoning
Yeah,
of
it's
him
not
having
bad.
the staff in the first place as an absorption control buffer, and two, that maybe that could have been the key to his machine? We never really know. Other than that,
Never
may I
know.
present my
Never know.
redesign of Andromeda Amalgam Aggregor that I dub Agronaut.
Ooh. Look at that!
And with that, that is
Shit.
Aggregor successfully
Yeah, you straight up made him a unit. So, damn, man, how could you?
redesigned. Not to toot my
Yeah,
own
that's
horn,
awesome.
but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Orash, and I'm surviving.
There we go. I knew we weren't done yet.
How you managed to beat me here, but it doesn't matter.
No. My legs, Greg. No, my legs, no!
Oop. Hold on, folks. We'll be right back. And we're back, and it doesn't seem like Ash is done yet. We got 2 mystery forms, so let's see them.
The aliens are all in me.
Of course, after the last episode, we got plenty of pleas and demands asking if I was able to make an amalgam form of the Andromeda Ultimates. And peeps,
Hell yeah.
I'm the Fusion Man, of course I can. Come on. Now, because these Ultimates have different abilities, I had to think up some new power combos to make this work. Starting with, Excavator's double-sided drill arms are now comboed with roundabout spinning shell rings to make self-propelling dispersible drill rings. I'd say
Yes.
he has 2 rings per arm, plus his drill hands, so... Oh, he also has one attached to his giant drill tail, so... Yeah. For the bulk of the armor, I made it the same mechanical crab combo as the last one, but a majority of it is now made of New Cleaver's meltable metallic skin. He can use this to pop out additional weapons and limbs need be. I gave Excavator
Okay.
really tall knees originally, so comboing those with Blastercast's water turrets, so now he has turrets on his shoulders, knees, not his toes though. Thanks
Oh,
to
damn it,
Blastercast's
so
separatable
close.
crab anatomy, Ultimate Greg can indeed separate into various chunks as well. Terrifying crabs. His head is just fully Voltaire, giving him the brain bubbling and puppeting abilities, and I actually decided to pull a
That's
little
fine.
bit of my unused Armadrillo into this. And
You know what? I think I'm gonna watch that video again later today, just for that whole you know, I had fun watching it, so I'm gonna watch it again privately.
Made it to where he can open his chest up into a gigantic molten mouth. The only ability I
Oh,
couldn't
hell
figure out a
yes.
good spot to add in visually was Blaster Cast Soaked Fur, but I would say that he can still dispense scalding and freezing water/ice. And most
Why not?
important of all, his trade-off, because this is still technically an ultimate. I decided to get rid of his Staff Blade Horn, and to put it simply, Greg loses his overall Osmosianness and can no longer absorb. I imagine his biology
makes
becomes
sense.
so overwhelmed and manipulated by the UES energy that he evolves out of being an Osmosian and into the fully ultimate amalgamated Andromeda alien. I guess it's his hubris for going after a different ultimate power.
That's for taking my legs, Greg.
Other than that, may I present my take on an ultimate Andromeda amalgam aggregor that I dub the Overhelm.
The Overhelm. Ooh, that isn't too bad. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just say this right now. I love it. Not really the best, but it's what's the word? Doing too much. Now, I'm not hating on it. Not doing that. I like it, but it's like what you guys say about some of the other original designs. It's doing too much. I like it, but it's not for me. If you like it, you like it.
Finally, the universe at my fingertips.
Here we go.
Last up on the docket today, I wanted to do something a little extra, like alien extra. Now, I'm not a huge fan of using
Love it.
Celestial Sapiens in fusions due to the fact that it's kind of redundant. They already possess all powers, so like, if anything, you're just nerfing the cosmic god parts. Does it make cool designs though?
yeah.
Yes, Atomic X is pretty damn dope, but I digress. This form design is essentially just a little what if, and that what if being, what if Aggregor managed to actually get his hands on the baby? I don't want to word that like that. That sounded really weird.
Save the child.
He goes
No,
after
that's
a
bad
baby
as well.
Celestial Sapien specifically so he doesn't need to worry about the personality debates. Well, with my idea, in kind of an ironic twist, when he successfully absorbs the baby, he discovers that the consciousness of the previously absorbed Andromeda 5 are in there as well. We see at the end of the Absolute Power arc that they came back, so I kind of presume that they're kind of just chilling in the back of Greg's head until they're given a voice again. And this kind of sucks for Greg because now he doesn't have to deal with a 3-way debate, but he has to deal with a 6-way debate with 5 dudes that hate him and argue amongst each other a lot. Every decision would be a 5v1 loss for Greg. And I think that the Andromeda 5 may hate him enough to keep him locked in this god form, unmoving just to spite him. For his overall design,
I can see that.
I just took the actual amalgam Greg from the show and made it all cosmic. But I did add on another implied A for his forehead and V on his chest. And I designed little Bellicus and Serena style heads for all 6 of them.
Love
Other
it.
than that, may I
Love it.
present
Just
my
love it.
take on a what if celestial amalgam aggregor design that I dub Godlocked.
Godlocked, not bad. How you like us now, fool? You're stuck.
And there we have it. Not only redesigns for his 2 canon forms, but an additional 2 OP forms as well? Jeez. All these Gregs, and we just released 10 Matrix Minis making Ben transformations for all the Manzardills introduced in And Beyond?
I remember those.
Oh god, I need a break. Let me know what you think of these Gregs, and please
Take a
make
week
sure
or
to
two
check
to
out the
yourself.
lizards. I edited those videos myself. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I am OR Ash, and I'm surviving. Are you? Peace.
Alright folks, now that we've officially ended that, it's time for me to give my word on these ultimate designs. So first off, I'm gonna go to sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Godlocked. Now, yes, I freaking love this one solely because of what he was saying about the Andromeda 5. They hate Greg so much that they would actually work together to make sure Greg can't do anything. Yes, he absorbed the powers of a Celestial Sapien baby, but in the end, he can't do anything with it. He's literally trapped in a prison of his own design, the fool! But now for my favorite of the episode, I'm gonna have to give it to the ultimate design. And if I can frickin' get a good picture of it. Yeah, this has to be my favorite from this whole video. Well, like, this is definitely taking the top spot solely because, well, it's just good. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, yeah, you get the base form, but that's literally just a guy who is kind of alien. And then you got the ultimate form. And as I said when we were watching the video, that one is kind of doing too much, but it's not bad. It's just a bit too much. And then you got Godlock, which is hilarious. Well, anyway, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below. And I'll see you folks next time when we flick on. Peace out.